Hey friends, if you are wondering if these vacuum storage bags can be used multiple times or if they work with a standard vacuum, well, the company actually sent these to me to answer those questions for you. So I'm going to do that in this video. So stick around. Now, the first thing I want to show you is the rechargeable vacuum. This stands at roughly about 6 inches tall, so it is super portable. They do give you a little drawstring pouch to put this back into when you're not using it. They supply you with a USB-C to USB-A cord, although it is quite small, but it's nice that it's supplied. And then they supply you with a bag of these little plastic zippers that you're going to use on the bags. Now, the bags are made of this kind of nylon polyurethane material, super strong. You can try and rip these as best as you can, and it is really tough to do. You got this little valve cap here, which you're going to use to expel the air out of the bags. And let me give you a quick size comparison because they give you 3 different sizes that you can store things in. So size-wise, right here, you've got the 24-inch by 20-inch. So this is the biggest bag. Then you have the 24-inch by 16-inch, and then you have the 20-inch by 16-inch. So that's how they look all together. So I like to reuse these multiple times. So what I do is I have limited space for my bed sheets and things like that, so I tend to put them in the bags, put the bed sheets in the bags, vacuum seal them, and then there's way more space in my drawers. I'm going to show you what that looks like here in just a second. So here is my drawer space. These are all the sheets that I use for our bedding, and I'm going to put it in there so you can see how much space these sheets are taking up right now. So let's go ahead and vacuum seal them in a bag, and I'll show you just how much space that you save. All right, so we're going to use this big bag, open it, we're going to slide these sheets in. I feel like this would be easier if I just put them in one at a time. But you don't want to see, it has a max fill line right here. So basically you don't want your whatever it is that you're putting in here to go past that max fill line. So we're going to go ahead and close this up with our little zipper here. You're going to put this at the end. Let's open this up. You can hear it zipping. There we go. So it's nice and sealed. Now let's count down how fast this shrinks down. Let's turn it on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'd say about 12 seconds, shrunken down. Don't forget to put the cap back on. All right, so I've got my vacuum here. Let's go ahead and see how this works with just a regular vacuum. I've got a little suction hole right here. There's no attachments to this, so let's see if it does the job. And you can absolutely use your own vacuum if you wanted to. So it did the exact same thing as the handheld one. Obviously, this is just more portable, but if you misplace this for some reason, you could use just your own household vacuum. Now, this is a stick vacuum, and I took the stick part of it, the elongated part off of there, so it just has this opening. So if yours doesn't have that, you might not be able to use your own vacuum on a bag like this. So you remember how much space those sheets took up before? Now look at that. Now I could fit a whole nother set of sheets in there, no problem. And I have space right here for some other little things. So if you have been looking for vacuum storage bags, you may want to consider putting these on your list to check out.